The brutal truth about diabetes. I'm on a 30-day challenge to get mine under control. Today's day one, but first, my story. Having diabetes is a detective project. It has been for me these last 5 months, and it's not easy to figure out. I'll tell you, I first found out I had diabetes last August, in late August. And I found out at work, and nobody really knew what was going on. I really didn't know what was going on. What was happening was I was feeling my heart kind of going quick. I was having trouble breathing. And in the back of my head, I was feeling what they later on, because I went to the hospital afterwards, called headaches. But I didn't think they were headaches. It felt like there was bulging in capillaries or in the veins back there in the back of my head. They gave me medicine. And you can get a lot of medicines when you have high blood sugar, which is what diabetes is. And this video is for anybody who has diabetes, whether it's having high blood sugar or even low blood sugar, which is kind of what I'm experiencing now. So I go there, and I actually drove home, which was kind of dangerous to do, to be honest. But I made it home, and I went to the hospital that day and found out it was 436, which is high. That's high blood sugar. And so they gave me a medicine, and it was like, go home. Well, that was fine for then because it was high. And later on, I had my dosage upped, and you can get different medicines. You can get metformin, you can get Jardiance, you can get glipizide. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but there are lots of medicines to bring down blood sugar that you can get. And they work. And if that's the end of it and you've managed it, that's great. But even for those people, and I've had people in my life, it can go up high kind of at any time. And so sometimes you need more of it, and it's an ongoing management. It's not like, you just take a medicine at a certain time each day and it just works perfectly all the time. No, sometimes it goes up too high. Anyway. And so you're in kind of constant management mode. And some people have the shots that they take. I never took the shots. They do give you, and I'll show you, the needle and a reader. So you can prick your finger and you can find out what your blood sugar is. And a lot of people do that and don't mind doing it. I didn't like doing that. I couldn't get myself to prick my finger every day. And I actually had my wife do it for me, and I always would be pulling my finger away. I just couldn't get myself to do that all the time. But I was still having the problems in my head, I would find at various times. And it can be at night too. It's not just during the day that, you find out, it's high, and, you just take a medicine or what have you. It can be during the night. You can wake up and your head feels funny. Happening too. So I got, and I'm going to show you here, a Libre 2. And this works constantly, and you don't have to prick your finger with your phone, an app. And you put it up right to, for those of you who are using this now, you put it right up to the app, and it It tells you right then what your blood sugar is. And, you can see that it goes up and down during the day, and you see what it is right then. And it lasts for about 2 weeks, and then you have to take it out and put a new one in. I think mine has a couple of days left before I have to do that. To have the Libre 2 removed and a new one put in. Day 1. We're going to reinsert the next Libre 2, and it'll be on the same arm. So it sticks in there, and you're monitoring yourself constantly. It's been 5 months now. This is in February when this is being recorded, this video. So it's been a detective project for me. I don't have it managed yet. And you're probably going to find that hard to believe. I've seen the doctor started too high. Now the bigger problem is it's been too low. And what this checks is not only if it goes too high on the phone, it'll beep and tell you critical, like maybe it's over 240, it's time to take a medicine then, right? But if it goes too low, like under 75 or God forbid under 55, it's beeping, and you have to keep it close, your phone, for it to read it. If it's too far away, it'll go beep, 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 and, tell you it can't do the sensor anymore because it's too far away. So you have to keep your phone with you to be able to use the Libre 2. Been difficult to know exactly when it's going to go up or down, and especially when it happens at night. And, you have to, like for me, if it goes down and I feel I need a mint, I need that sugar to be able to sleep throughout the whole night. Like it's waking you up because your head's feeling funny. And I found that diabetes, although it affects your whole body, the blood sugar, and it does, and when it goes down, you can get the shakes. I've had them. It can make your heart feel like it's going faster. But generally, what I've noticed, and this is to help people maybe who've never had diabetes yet know what they can expect if they have it, it's been in my head where I felt it, where if it's too high, sometimes I'll feel rushes in the head. Some people just get the headaches in the head here, but I get them in the back more. So, maybe for me it's different. That's kind of the story with that. So if you don't like the pricks all the time, again, get the Libre 2. It's to me so much more valuable because you can't see the doctor every day to manage your medicines and, figure out, if it goes too low and you need more sugar, well, there are probably medicines for that too, that even I'm going to be looking into. So it goes on and on and on, and diabetes changes your life. But diabetes is life or death too, in the sense that you can die from it if it's not managed. So you have the management, but even if it's just really, really annoying, like your head feels strange, it can drain you so much that when you get your sugar back in range, your body feels drained. Mine does, and it's not just for 20 minutes, it gets back to normal, say it was low, and all of a sudden you just feel normal. be drained for a while. And even when you're back to normal, you're not feeling back to normal for a while. It can be until the next day. And again, you're constantly managing it, it seems, the next day. So it's a continuous process, seemingly for the rest of your life. Like a detective story. I kind of want to tell it like that. You're being your own detective, and then telling your doctor what you found out, as far as what the numbers are, how you're feeling, and keeping it in the range that it's supposed to be. So that's been my experience so far with diabetes. And again, it's been 5 months and it's not managed yet. Hopefully it will be soon, because I'm going to tell you, it's no fun. And it truly changes your life. Now, I'm 52, but, people get diabetes at different times. Some children get it, the juvenile diabetes, and that's really bad. And I have family, and they were taking the insulin shots. So, and you can get it at any time. That I really wanted to tell that story because it's real, and it's not a story. It's a medical condition, diabetes, and it's very, very serious. And it's not like you get a surgery or just get medicine and you've fixed it. It's an ongoing condition. So I'll keep you updated on whether it's under control yet and how long that will be until things are more stable. But it really affects your work life as well, because when you don't feel good in the head, it's very difficult to work your job. When my blood sugar goes down, you're just kind of not able to function. So it's like you have to step out of the room, get a drink of soda, take some sugar, and then it goes back up, but you're not feeling normal. So it affects your entire life. That's it for this episode. And keep you updated. And if you have diabetes, stay well. Keep it managed as best you can. And I hope this helped people who don't have it yet. Get it checked. Get it checked. Although, had I got it checked earlier, I don't know that would have made much of a difference anyway. When it came on that day, I don't know that getting it checked a month earlier in taking a blood sugar test would have avoided the difficulties I've had necessarily. It's really an ongoing detective project, diabetes. See you next time.